Hi, everyone. Welcome to Life Talks in Simple English. I'm Mia.
And I'm Sam. Today we're discussing a question that affects millions of people. Should you take a high-paying job that makes you unhappy?
That's such a tough one. I was actually thinking about this yesterday when my sister called me.
Really, what happened with your sister?
She got this job offer, amazing salary, like double what she makes now. But the company wants her to work 12 hours a day, including most weekends.
12 hours a day. That's intense.
Right? She sounded so conflicted. The money could change her life completely, pay off her student loans, help our parents.
Honestly, Mia, sometimes that kind of sacrifice makes sense. If the money is really good, maybe it's worth doing for a few years.
I don't know about that. What if those few years turn into forever? What if there's no life left to enjoy?
That's a bit traumatic. People work hard temporarily all the time. Then they use that money to live better later.
Maybe. Let's step back, though. What do we even mean by high salary? That's different for everyone, right?
Absolutely. In San Francisco, maybe $150,000 isn't that impressive. But in a small town in Kansas, that's incredible money.
Exactly. And it depends on your life situation, too.
Right. I think high salary means you earn significantly more than your basic needs. You can save money, buy nice things, feel secure about emergencies.
Security is definitely important. But I'm curious, why do people chase these high-stress, high-paying jobs so desperately?
Well, money gives you real options in life, Mia. You can help your family when they're struggling, handle medical emergencies without panic.
Those are really good reasons.
You can retire comfortably instead of working until you die. And honestly, there's social respect too. People look up to successful professionals.
But is that respect genuine, or do they just respect your job title and bank account?
Maybe both, but so what? Look, I'm being practical here. Money problems destroy relationships and cause massive stress. I'd rather work hard than worry constantly about bills.
I totally understand that perspective. But let's talk about what people actually give up for these high-paying jobs. The sacrifices can be enormous.
Like what specifically?
Time with family and friends, your physical health from constant stress and long hours, mental health deteriorates, you lose sleep, hobbies, things that make you who you are.
Those are real costs, I admit.
Some people work so much they completely miss their children growing up. They miss birthdays, school performances, family dinners, weekend trips.
But Mia, they're making these sacrifices for their family. Better schools, college funds, nice homes, and safe neighborhoods.
Wait, Sam, I have to challenge you on that reasoning.
Oh, go ahead, challenge away.
Okay, kids need their parents present and emotionally available, not just their money. A stressed, exhausted, absent parent, that creates deep problems for children too.
That's actually a fair point.
Research shows quality time and emotional connection weigh way more than expensive things. Kids remember experiences and relationships, not possession.
Okay, that's compelling. But what about single people, people without children who want to build wealth for themselves?
Even then, your health is literally everything. I know someone who worked insane hours for 7 years straight, made incredible money.
And what happened to them?
Massive heart attack at 35. All that money went to medical bills, recovery, and he couldn't work for 2 years.
That's awful, but it sounds extreme. Most people don't have heart attacks in their 30s.
Maybe not heart attacks specifically, but chronic stress affects everyone eventually. Depression, anxiety, destroyed relationships, substance abuse, burnout.
All right, I agree those are serious risks, but sometimes short-term sacrifice is necessary and worth it. Work really hard for 3 or 4 years, then you can relax.
But does that actually happen in real life? Everyone says 3 years, then 3 mysteriously becomes 5. 5 becomes 10. 10 becomes your entire career.
Why does it have to turn into that pattern, though?
Lifestyle inflation is incredibly real. You adapt to spending more money. Bigger apartment, nicer car, expensive restaurants, designer clothes. Suddenly, you absolutely need that high salary.
Okay, that's actually a really insightful point.
Plus, after years of working 14-hour days, you literally forget how to enjoy simple pleasures. Reading books, cooking meals, taking long walks, having deep conversations.
You're really making me think here, Mia. So when does sacrifice become too much? Where exactly is that line?
That's such an important question. I think it varies for every person, but here are warning signs I watch for.
Like what specifically?
If you feel physically sick thinking about Monday morning, if you constantly snap at people you love because you're always stressed and exhausted,
Yeah, those are definitely red flags.
if you honestly can't remember the last time you felt genuinely happy and content, or if work is literally making you physically sick with headaches, insomnia, stomach problems.
Those are really serious warning signs. But wait, explain something to me. Can't people find a middle ground? High salary and reasonable happiness?
Maybe in certain situations, if you genuinely love what you do every day, if the work itself brings deep satisfaction and meaning to your life.
Exactly. Some people are truly passionate about their careers. For them, long hours don't really feel like sacrifice.
That's definitely true for some people. But be completely honest, Sam. How many high-paying jobs are actually fun and fulfilling?
Well, honestly, not very many. I have to admit that.
Most high-pressure, high-paying jobs are well compensated precisely because they're difficult, stressful, and soul-crushing. That's exactly why companies pay extra.
Right. Companies have to pay premium wages to get people to do really unpleasant work.
So what about choosing a slightly lower salary in exchange for significantly better work-life balance and personal happiness?
It depends how much lower we're talking. If you can still comfortably pay your bills and save something for the future, maybe that's actually smart.
I think about it this way. What's the actual point of having money if you're too exhausted and stressed to enjoy it?
That sounds wonderful in theory, Mia, but some people genuinely don't have the luxury of choosing happiness over survival. Big families, medical bills, crushing debt.
You're absolutely right about that. Not everyone has the privilege to prioritize happiness over basic survival. That's an incredibly difficult position.
Sometimes you just have to do whatever it takes to take care of the people you love, regardless of personal happiness.
But even in those really tough situations, people can still look for small improvements and changes that help protect their well-being.
What do you mean exactly by small improvements?
Maybe you can't quit your stressful job right now, but you can set small boundaries. Actually take your lunch breaks. Use your vacation days instead of losing them.
Those are actually really good practical steps.
Find tiny moments of genuine joy during your day. Call a good friend during your commute. Listen to music you really love. Take actual, real weekends when possible.
I really like that approach. Work steadily toward better balance, even if it has to happen in small incremental ways.
And if you're making sacrifices now for future gain, set a specific, realistic end date. Don't let 3 years mysteriously become your entire lifetime.
That's really smart advice. Like saying, I'll work this demanding job for exactly 2 years. Then I'll actively find something healthier and more sustainable.
Exactly. And then actually stick to that plan. Don't let money become a golden cage that traps you forever.
Okay, let's reflect on this whole discussion. Where do we both stand after talking through all these issues?
I still fundamentally believe that happiness and overall well-being matter more than money in most situations. But I definitely understand that financial pressure is very real for many people.
And I still think financial security and stability are really crucial for a good life. But I agree that finding balance should be the ultimate long-term goal.
Maybe the real question isn't choosing money or happiness. Maybe it's figuring out how can I have enough money and enough happiness to live well.
I really like that reframe, Mia. It's about finding your own personal balance point between financial security and personal fulfillment.
What do you think, listeners? If you had to choose, would you pick high salary or genuine happiness? Or do you believe it's possible to have both?
It's such a personal decision. Everyone's situation, values, and life circumstances are completely different.
Think honestly about your own life right now. What sacrifices are you willing to make? What sacrifices would be too much for you personally?
These are the kinds of questions that really matter. There's no perfect answer, but thinking about it helps you make better choices.
Thanks so much for listening to Life Talks in Simple English. We really hope this conversation gave you some useful things to think about.
Remember, listening to natural conversations like this is one of the best ways to improve your English skills while learning about important life topics.
We use simple, clear English to discuss real issues that actually affect people's daily lives. It's perfect for English learners at any level.
Please subscribe for weekly discussions about life topics that genuinely matter to you. We cover relationships, career, money, happiness, and much more.
Until next time, take really good care of yourselves and remember to think carefully about what truly makes your life meaningful and worthwhile.